creeps! Andy here, and you'll never guess it. I bought more books. It's an illness. I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm sure you guys can relate, but it's difficult, right? Because we have books that we haven't read, but then new books keep coming out. You want to support the authors, you find something new you want to read. It's just an endless cycle. So these are books that I've purchased probably over the last month and a half. And then I also have some P.o. Box stuff. And so we'll get into that as well. And I also have two books that were sent by a publishing company too. So we got a lot of stuff to get through. So I guess let's just get started. Oh, here is my book haul. Oh my god, this is so heavy. And then here's what we have to open together. Oh. Whew. I'm not going to go in any specific order or anything, but these are just the books that I have purchased recently. So this one, I've never read anything by this author. This is Rest Stop by Nat Cassidy, and I just wanted to read it. I came across it. It said that it was coming out this year. I couldn't find it at any Barnes & Noble near me. It didn't come in paperback, so I'm wondering if this is like a reprint, but then there's only one publication date, so I don't know. Let me know. Let me know why I couldn't find this one anywhere. I had to order it online, but regardless, it's called Rest Stop. It looks interesting. The little quote here says profoundly devastating and nasty as hell, and I was like, right up my alley, my dude. I might have to go on Goodreads because there's no information on the back. This one says, a young musician finds himself locked inside a gas station bathroom in the middle of the night by an unseen assailant, caught between the horrors on the other side of the door and the horrors rapidly skittering down the okay, Goodreads is not working. It's about someone being stuck in a restroom and there's blood everywhere, so I'm assuming things go awry. So I don't know, I've never read this author, so I'm excited to pick this up and read it. It just caught my attention. It looked pretty unique and different. The next one that I bought was Cackle by Rachel Harrison. So you guys know that I read So Thirsty. I really enjoyed it. She had other books in the horror section, but this one seems like it's about witches, so I wanted to pick it up. The last one was about vampires. So anyways, I purchased this bad boy, and I don't know if I even read the back. I think I just kind of bought it based on the cover. This one's not in the horror section. It just says, all her life, Annie has played it nice and safe. After being unceremoniously dumped by her longtime boyfriend, she seeks a fresh start. Annie accepts a new teaching position and moves from Manhattan to a small village upstate. She's stunned by how perfect and picturesque the town is. The people are all friendly and warm. Her new apartment is dreamy too, aside from the oddly persistent spider infestation. Then Annie meets Sophie, beautiful, charming, magnetic Sophie, who takes special interest in Annie and wants to be her friend. More importantly, she wants Annie to stop apologizing and start living for herself. That's how she lives. Annie can't help but gravitate towards the self-possessed Sophie and begins to spend more and more time with her, despite the fact that the rest of the town folks seem a little afraid of her. And like, okay, there are some things. Sophie's appearance is uncanny and ageless. Her mansion is in the middle of the woods and feels a bit unearthly, and she does seem to wield a certain power, but she couldn't be, could she? I think the reason that I'm enjoying her book so much, I just started this one last night, they just are about aging and owning your life. In both of the books that I've read from her, or, you know, started to read from her, they're just about taking charge after a big change and kind of finding who you are again. And I think that there's something really beautiful about that. I really like her writing. Her writing's really engaging to me as well. So yeah, excited to finish that one. The next one that I got was Pumpkin Pie Parting by Addison Moore. Oh gosh, I am dying to crack this one open because the last book I told you, it left off on the biggest cliffhanger, and I go to bed every night just thinking, what is going to happen when I open the pages of the next book? This might, I can't even say because I don't want to ruin anything. So I'm not going to read the back. I'm just going to go into this one completely blind. The only thing that sucks is I have to wait till Thanksgiving to read it. So I'm just like, what's going to happen in there? Until then, I guess I don't have to wait, but that's kind of the point of these books, is to read them around major holidays and to read them the months that they pertain to. And that's what I've done in the past, and I've really enjoyed that. So I know I have to wait till Thanksgiving. I know it's like it takes place around Thanksgiving, but I am just waiting with bated breath to find out what happens. So there's that one. But I'm not going to read the back because a lot of the times it tells you who gets murdered in the town and stuff, and I don't want to ruin it. The next one I got, surprisingly, a lot of these aren't horror books. The next one that I got was Blake Crouch's Run. This is a thriller, and this is actually a reprint. First published in 2011, and now it's being republished in 2024. And he posted on it on, I think I follow him on, yeah, I follow him on Instagram, and he just said that a lot of people think that this is his most fast-paced novel, so I was just excited to check it out. It says, no time to think, no time to ask why, only time to run. 5 days ago, the epidemic of rage began. 4 days ago, the rash and senseless murders swept the nation. 3 days ago, the president addressed the country and begged for peace, even as the murders increased tenfold. 2 days ago, the killers began to mobilize. 1 day ago, the power went out. And tonight, the killers are reading the names of those to be killed over the emergency broadcast system. Jack, can't pronounce that, is listening over the battery-powered radio on the kitchen table in Albuquerque, and he just heard his name. Oh, I just got chills. People are coming to the house to kill him, his wife, his daughter, and his son. He has no idea what's happening or why, but the time for questions is long past. His only chance is to run. Following an ordinary family on a desperate race through an America that's destroying itself. Run is a terrifying, brutally stripped-down thriller from master storyteller Blake Crouch. This sounds fantastic. I'm so excited for that. Okay, cool. I might have to read that one really soon. The next one that I got was Death Valley by Melissa Broder. It looks like this. Cover, already intriguing. And the back says, in Melissa Broder's astonishing new novel, a woman arrives at a Best Western seeking respite? Respite? Is that how you pronounce that? From an emptiness that plagues her. She has fled to the desert to escape a cloud of sorrow from her dying father and a husband whose illness is worsening. Hiking a sun-scorched trail, the narrator encounters a towering cactus whose size and shape means that it should not exist in California. Yet the cactus is there, and with a gash through its side that beckons like a familiar door. So she enters it. What awaits her within the mystical succulent sets her on a journey at once desolate and rich, hilarious and poignant. This is Melissa Broder at her most imaginative and universal. This is Death Valley. I don't know, but it seems interesting, and I'm excited to see what is going on in this little book. So please let me know if you guys have read that. I also bought this one. It's I Who Have Never Known Men. This is by Jacqueline Harpman. And the back here says, deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage, watched over by guards. The women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only a vague recollection of their lives before. As a burn of electric light merges day into night and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner. Soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in a strange world that awaits them above ground. So again, I don't know anything about this, but it intrigued me. So I'm excited to read those. Again, let me know if you've read that. And then the last book that I picked up was American Rapture by C.J. Lead. This is the author of Hello, Mayfly. And so I just went into this and purchased it. I didn't read what it was about, nothing. I really did enjoy Mayfly, so I'm excited to see what this has in store. So let's read it together because I don't know what it's about. Again, the cover, absolutely beautiful. Same with the cover of Mayfly. I believe it's the same artist. Yes, Carly Janine Mazur. Obviously an intriguing cover, just like Mayfly was. So it says, never been kissed, about to get screwed. A virus is spreading across America, transforming the infected and making them feral with lust. Sophie, a good Catholic girl, must survive the hellscape of the Midwest to try and save her twin brother while the world around her burns. Along the way, she discovers there are far more worse fates than dying a virgin. Neil Gaiman's American Gods meets The Last of Us in this epic and sweeping novel about the end of the world as we know it. Excited to read that guy. Let's take a little peek at the cover here. All blue. Ooh, look at that. Blue and green. Beautiful. But yeah, intrigued to read that one and see what it's like, especially compared to Made Fly. What an impressive first novel. So I'm just really excited to see what that writer has in store for us. Okay, I was also sent 2 novels. No, I think they were both anthologies. One second, let me bring them up. The first one is called Dastardly Damsels. This is by Crystal Lake Publishing. They sent me 2 more books, so thank you very much. These look awesome. This says a transcendental anthology of women in horror, altering all you know by revamping traditional lore while exploring the unfathomable and obscure. This collection dares to explore the darkest corners of the human psyche and the supernatural, presenting a diverse range of chilling narratives that will captivate and unsettle you, from a Victorian era's haunted secrets to a futuristic global disaster. Dastardly Damsels serves up an array of stories that blend psychological fear and mythological intrigue. Dive into tales of revenge with a twist, where women yield dark powers and confront terrifying enemies, from cannibalistic horrors to vengeful ghosts. Experience the supernatural of a secretive stripper turned avenger, a gladiatrix with a taste for brutality, and a peculiar elevator with a sinful personality. Each story promises a unique thrill, whether it's a heart-stopping tension of a final girl like no other, or unsettling aftermath of witchcraft gone awry. The anthology's gothic and steampunk elements enhance its eerie atmosphere. If you're ready for a blend of suspense and horror narratives that push the boundaries of traditional lore, then this is for you. So I am excited to read this. I'm always excited to read more female voices in horror. This next one is called Bestiary of Blood. This again is an anthology, and it says modern fables and dark tales, born from the visceral experience of watching nature's savage ballet. Lions tearing into flesh. Wow, what a great entrance to make there. Hyenas gnawing bones, sharks thrashing in crimson water. These raw spectacles gave rise to a chilling life and death are intertwined in the grotesque dance, each feeding the other in a ceaseless cycle of transformation, creating beauty. This paradox is captured in its full glory in this book, a modern anthology of predators, horror inspired by the timeless tales of Aesop's fables. Aesop, modernized for a more complex, unforgiving world, exploring the joy in our hurt, the wrongs in our rights, the suffering in the shadows of our light. Written by 37 of horror's greatest writers, including 18 Bram Stoker Award winners. This anthology features diverse voices from every walk of life as they usher you through the darkest and most profound questions of the modern age. So I thought that sounded really neat too. So thank you very much, Crystal Lake Publishing, for sending me both of those books. And let's get into these packages real quick. All right, first up here, we have, my gosh, this is a tight little squeeze. Oh, we have an Extreme Turkey Dinner Extreme Horror Story. So this one was sent to me. Somebody saw it and they were like, I think you have to read this. I don't know, you guys let me know, because I did find another smut book that I wanted to read for Thanksgiving. If you guys want me to do a whole Thanksgiving book where it's extreme horror, smut, kind of like a mixture of all the weird books that I can find, I will absolutely do it, so let me know. But this is so funny. From the Dark Mind of C. Commissar. I have read one of her books before, actually. She wrote My Vagina Smells Like Sulfur. So cool, excited to read this. This is after a terrible family tragedy, and that book was really messed up, so this one's probably going to be pretty messed up. What seems like a peaceful Thanksgiving meal turns into a meal of horror. Angie has hit the breaking point with her family. That doesn't deter her from wanting to spend a holiday with her family. The guests soon find out that Angie didn't invite them out of kindness. This is a bloody horror story. There are scenes of extreme violence, not for children. The story is based on fiction. If this is anything like your family holidays, I apologize. Oh my gosh, how fun. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to read this. Thank you so much for sending this. You guys know me so well. That's so kind to send me that. And you guys just let me know if you want me to read this here or if you guys would rather me put it over on Patreon. Let me know. Okay, next up here, we got another big guy. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna be able to open this with my freaking dagger claws. I got it. Okay. Oh my gosh. What do we have here? Holy moly. Whoa. Oh, okay. I do know what this is. Wow, I was not expecting this to be... This is probably has so much freaking information in it. Holy crap. Okay, this is called 100 Years of Universal Monster Movies by Tyler Mattis. And it is huge. So it says the most iconic horror movie franchise of all time has been around for many generations. With these movies and the iconic monster characters that inhabit them, a century's worth of history was made during their making. Come take a journey through the history of these movies, including behind-the-scenes pictures and material, featuring a foreword by film historian and Carl Laemmle relative Antonia Carlotta. So, wow, this... Oh, thank you so much. This is so neat. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, this has so much information in it. I don't think I've ever seen a book like this. I hope you can see this. Look at this. This is just page after page after page. Whoa, this must have taken forever. Holy crap. Tyler, if you're watching this, please let me know how long this book took to research and write, because that's amazing. I was thinking, oh, okay, there's going to be tons of pictures in here. And there are, but they're not, you know, they don't take up the whole page. They're just little pictures inserted throughout all the information. So that is so cool. I have this whole section here that's about kind of behind the scenes of monster books. So this one is just perfect. So he has The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Monster, Bride of Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, Dracula's Daughter, Son of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man Returns, The Mummy's Hand, The Invisible Woman, The Wolf Man. I mean, just so many movies. So that is really, really neat. And I'm so excited because they're all broken into sections, because obviously this book is kind of intimidating at first, but you can be like, oh, I want to watch Werewolf of London today, 1935, and then you can go to that page and read about that movie. So that is so neat. As always, I will link all of these down below if you guys are interested. So really cool. Thank you so much for sending me this. That's crazy. That is so crazy. The next one, I have no idea what this one is. This one is huge. I have no idea what's inside of this. My cat's losing her mind per usual. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this a treasure box? Okay. It's a chest. If this is not filled with doubloons. I seriously feel like it's Christmas. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. Hold on. Let me open this. Let me read this note first. You built this? He built this box. So, what the hell? When people can do stuff like this, it always amazes me because my brain, how? Oh my gosh, this is so freaking beautiful. I can't believe you made this. This probably took so long and then just sent it to me. That's so nice. You guys, look at how beautiful this box is. This is so cool. This is seriously so cool. Thank you so much. So he sent me some of his books. Oh my gosh, and the inside. You guys, look at this. This part comes out, and he wrote me and told me like what wood it was made out of too. So you can, they're little drawers. This is seriously so nice. Thank you so much. I cannot believe that you spent all that time and then just sent that to me. So he sent me these two books. The Man in the Vents by Oliver Kane. It looks like this. This one says, some small towns have big histories. Battles fought and graveyards laid, famous men and their infamous assassins, crime lords that have risen and fallen. The day is hot, and what is there to do? Two young boys, having filched a bottle of whiskey from one of their parents' liquor cabinets, find themselves about a seemingly offhand excursion. But what will they find in the gangster mansion half a century rotting? And what has drawn them to the place? Sometimes violent places attract violent things, dark things, hungry things. So that sounds really interesting. I really like the cover art of this too. It's like a dilapidated mansion. And then there's Memento Mori. And this one, obviously the cover looks awesome as well. So this one's like, man, you can write, you can make freaking boxes. That's crazy. The phrase Memento Mori is a reminder of our impermanence. It reminds us that death taunts life with both its nonchalant and indiscrimination, and with its much greater dominion over the span of time. This collection of short, connected stories is a reflection of that phrase and the concepts behind it. Moreover, the through line in all of these stories is death itself. How it comes to those rich and poor, righteous and evil, innocent and corrupt, how it comes to all. Then it tells you a little bit about each story. How cool is that? Thank you so much. That is so nice. So of course I will link these below, but you guys, look at this box. I'm seriously so amazed by this box. I cannot wait for my husband to get home to show him that somebody made this and sent it to me. He's gonna think that this is the coolest thing too. You are extremely talented. So thank you so much. I'm honestly so grateful that anybody wants to send me their work. It's so cool to just be able to see what ideas that different people come up with, and I will always forever on this channel try to highlight authors that are self-published or smaller publishing companies or what have you, because I think it's important. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know which one of these books you guys have read, and let me know if you guys want me to read some extreme turkey horror books / smut books for you this Thanksgiving. Thank you again for anybody who has sent anything. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you soon with another horror video. Bye, guys.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.